Hello, G Nation. I'm your host, G, and we got the Xavier Woods Kingwoods preview. Now, first of all, sorry this video is posted way late. I'm normally pretty fast with previews whenever I get them, but yeah, this time is not one of them. We got it pretty late yesterday, and I've been sick pretty sick since yesterday, and I still am today, so I just couldn't, I couldn't sit through doing one. So yeah, this is me doing it right now, even though probably I've seen a few previews by now. But I know a lot of you guys were waiting for mine, so I'll get to it. So he is a showboat. We're going to see him at 5-star gold. His training ability as a coach receives 20% less damage from multiply gem at 15k. Not exactly great. We already have coaches that reduce the strength of multiplies by 70%. I don't see that 20% doing much of a dent on top of that. Links with SmackDown, The New Day, and Modern Era, and he doesn't have any gear. Alright, first moveset. Now you'll see he looks kind of odd, really. He definitely looks like he was designed with 6-star in mind, which I guess is pretty much how they should be doing, how they should do it right now, considering 6-star is the new meta, or at least will be as we get some. But yeah, the first moveset we'll have a look at is the Honor Roll. 10 MP purple move finisher deals 110.7k plus 38.7k bonus damage for every reinforced gem and pin the opponent. The Springboard Tornado DDT, 4 MP purple move deal 51.2k damage and choose a 3x1 area to swap into red gems. And the Gut Wrench Phase Buster, 4 MP red move, deal 49.8k damage, and choose 2 gems to make into 2-turn Juggernaut gem that will make 7 random gems into reinforced gems on every countdown turn and increase your purple MP by 6 at the end of the countdown. Now, the reason I'm saying that this is probably more built toward the 6-star game than the 5-star gold game is that, as you can see, this is pretty much a moveset that will get the job done for sure, but not on the first turn, probably more on the second turn. Current 5-star game right now, if you're not winning on the first turn, you're going to get your ass whooped. So on the 6-star, it's a different game because there's more HP and you will likely get to your second turn. So let's see how this goes. Trainers, we're going to use Woods so that we are starting with 4 more purple MP. We're going to be using a Junkyard Dog so that our reinforced gem do 35% more damage, adding to the finisher. We're going to use Yokozuna Hall of Fame so that reinforced gem do 100% more damage, again boosting that finisher. And we're going to use Hogan here so that all gem do 2200 more damage. But more importantly, we're getting that extra 1 MP, which I guess is not a necessity either, but pretty useful still. So with all that, we're going to have a finisher that does 110.7k plus 91,000 for every reinforced gem, which if we're lucky, we're going to have 28 on the second turn, which means a 3 million pin. So belt, didn't really have good options here. I realized I did not have a level 15 move medal for purples. So I got one level 3, tier 3, so it's kind of weak because it's 77% extra instead of 130. But that'll do for that, I guess. As far as the skill plate, I went with the What the Rock is Cooking, which is whenever I break 3 red, I get 3 purple. That's going to help with the finisher. It's going to help also reloading our purple. Let's do this. Alright, so we are going to start by putting our 2 Juggernaut gems. I tend to put them on loot boxes because the computer don't really go for those. Although try to not go for loot boxes that are a match just in case. Now we are gonna use our 3x1 move. I'm gonna put it here because I don't want to generate any cascade. That gave us the purple, which we're not gonna use right away because we need the reinforced gem to be there to begin with. I'm gonna put 2 more reinforce. Now this time I won't be using the loot boxes because the only loot boxes I have are the one that connects. I'm gonna put it there. He doesn't have any MP to do a move on his turn anyway. Let's get some... I just gave him a red though. Right, he's had his turn. All our juggers survived. Now we're gonna have 28 on the board. I don't have... I was looking for an area that had like 3 open gems that do not have a reinforce on it, because that way I could have used that and get maybe some juggers for the next round. Obviously, if this was 6-star, I would probably sacrifice one of my reinforce to put another 3x1 area, just so I could get my red and put another set of juggernauts, because it would be very possible this would go for another round at 6-star. In this case, I won't, because this is 5-star gold, and I am likely going to destroy him with this. Got 91k for every single of those. We got 28. That should be just under 3 mil. Let's see. 2.72 mil. He's not getting out of that. It's weird doing the previews now, because like 6-star game has kind of came in, which will definitely change at least at the start how we play games. But the 5-star gold is still very much what we're in right now. So I kind of gotta make things into perspective, how it performs now as opposed to how it might in the future. Because like at the 5-star gold right now, while this looks really good at 2.8, it depends on who you're going to be facing and in which situation or match, because if it's like a feud or whatever, or anything that your opponent is using a super strong character that is going to whoop your ass on turn 1, well, the fact that you're doing a ton of damage on turn 2 is not going to help you if you're dead on turn 1. On 6-star though, this might actually be a lot better than it is at 5-star gold. So, all right, let's look at something else. All right, second move set for Woods. This time it's going to be the Lost in the Woods, 9 MP yellow move, deal 99.8k damage and make 9 EL gems into red gems. The Shining Wizard, 9 MP yellow move, deal 98.7k damage and choose a 3x3 area into EL gems of strength, 113.6k. And then Jumping Hook Kick, 5 MP red move, deal 69.6k damage and make 12 random gems into yellow gems. So a moveset that does not really do that much damage, but should heal you for quite a bit regularly, thus making it better in the long run. Again, probably for the longer 6-star match, I assume. Now the trainers we're going to be using for that, I'm putting Mankind here, which adds 50% to the value of the heal gems. You could, obviously there's a couple basically specs you could go into this. You could put like plus heal on all those trainers and coaches. I think 170k for each of the 9 we're going to be doing is already probably way more than we need, and we could probably replace Mankind by someone else, let's say an MP trainer, should you not have the perks. But we'll go with Mankind because it's still a sizable amount just in case. We're going to put Honky Tonk Man here so that 30% less damage from all his gems are going to be into effect. Reason for that again is that we're not hitting for that much, so preventing him from doing any damage when he tries to kick out is going to help. And we're also going to add on top of that the 40% bonus from the armor medals, so that's going to be like 70% less damage, so that should help or low damage get a pin to stick. I'm putting Gooker here so that all my move damage is going to be plus 25%. I could go with gem damage instead, but I kind of want to boost the moves again because They're going to help with the pin amount. I'm putting Hogan here for the +1 MP to start without any MP trainer, and also 2200 for all the colored gem damage. For the belt, again, all armor, so that we get that 40% bonus. And I went with the Ray Plate, which is whenever you make 5 or more eel gems, increase your yellow move damage by 125% for 2 turns. Obviously, we're making those 9 eel gems. That's going to make into effect our yellow move damage during more, and we're having 2 of those yellow moves, including the one that is going to generate the pin. So that should help. Also with my yellow move medal right there, which is an actual 133% this time. So let's see that in action. Right. So we're going to start with the red move. Now, I do have an issue with this move for 2 reasons. First, it is very likely that by making those random, you are not even going to get your match, which means you won't get to do much. Second, it is also very likely that you're going to get way too much match, and that's going to end your turn on a cascade. And if you're lucky, it's going to be option number 3, and you're going to get 1 match, and you'll be good to go. So let's see. I don't like those random moves. It is option 2, way too much matches, and you're losing your turn. I think that's the most likely scenario that's going to happen a lot of the time. Alright, now we are going to make the 3x3 area. Oops. And I'm actually going to connect it to other reds, just so I get extra damage when it resolves, because it will resolve with a pin, and we want that pin to be as big as we can. Now we're going to use this. Now the move itself is doing 388,000 now, and we're going to be converting them into reds. Plus we got 4 connected to it. And a nice cascade too. So that is doing 495, but as you can see, his gem damage is doing barely anything, even though he had a ton of health left, because we got Honky Tonk Man and those armor medals that are also coming in. So it makes it really hard for him to get out of that. So, should he have kicked out of it, we could have done those moves again. So this actually works better than I thought it would, really. Alright, let's look at a third spec now. Alright, last moveset we'll have a look at for Woods. It is a 3-colored moveset, which I typically don't like 3-colored, but I'll show you an alternative. Springboard Tornado DDT, 4 MP purple move, deal 51.2k damage, and choose a 3x1 area to swap into red gems. The Sleeper Hold, 9 MP yellow move, color submission, make 25 random gems into color submission gems, and do 118.4k damage for 3 turns while submission gems are on the gem board. Remaining sub gems turn into reinforced gem. Now this is a high damage submission, really good for feuds. Jumping Hook Kick, 5 MP red move, deal 69.6k damage and make 12 random gems into yellow gems. Now again, at 6 stars, you will get other options to use that submission without using a 3-colored move, because a 6-star move is a choose yellow to destroy. Now obviously we don't have that yet, but that's going to be an option at 6 stars. Trainers for that, obviously we're going to go all out to boost that submission itself. We're going to be using a Zombie AJ so that the yellow submission lasts 3 more turns, and you're creating 1 yellow for the Jumping Hook Kick. Again, unfortunately being random, there's a high chance it's going to hand your turn on it. We are going to use Austin so that our submission move do 50% more damage per turn. We're going to use Daru so that our submission does 50% more damage and lasts 1 more turn. So we're up to 237k for 7 turns. And we have Santa Hogan, so that our starting MP is increased by 1 and all our gem do 2200. Now, the issue with this, though, is we're going to be making a lot of purple gems, and currently the way that submission works like that, and it's the same for Kali, and it's the same for Mutant Set, is that when you get a 5 match on all those gems, your opponent is actually the one getting your free turn that you should be having, because you can't have it because it's a submission, so you don't really have another turn, but your opponent gets the free turn, which means the first few turns might not do any damage, and you might actually get out of it without taking any damage. So that's a bit weird on how it's working right now. It's been reported. Don't know if something's ever going to be done about it, but keep that in mind. Let me change that here. We're going to change the plate. And we're going to put an all art plate instead, because we're going to be doing a lot of purple gem damage. Let's put that there. And I'm not going to touch the rest. Alright, let's do this. Okay, so we're going to try to get our yellow here and hope it doesn't end our turn. Unfortunately does, which is probably going to do most of the time. That's where the 6-star move comes in, probably more reliable to not end your turn. Now we're going to put a lot of purples, a bunch of 5 matches. So you see right now we did the damage. We have 1 that remained. I don't really need to use the purple right now because I have enough red. Nope, remained our turn, perfect. I'm gonna use that sub again. He's getting the extra turns, not taking any damage as you saw this time. Kind of missed it the first time, but definitely saw it this time. And he's out. So yeah, pretty effective. Gonna be even more effective in Feud 2, although the 5-star version, you are likely not gonna be able to get that submission out on the first turn due to the cascade. Maybe with the 6-star build you can though, so keep that in mind. So that's pretty much it for Woods. Definitely not an OP character by any means. I'd say he's still pretty good. Definitely looks like a guy that was made thinking of the 6-star game more than the 5-star game. But again, not every character coming out are meant to be an OP character anyway. That definitely can't happen in the long run. So yeah, that's it guys. Thanks for watching. If you're not already a sub, make sure to do so to be kept aware when I post new stuff. Have any questions, ask them. And if you like the video, leave a like and share. See you guys. Gia.